digital citizenship is not just about the type of technology that they're using, it's about when and how they're using those devices. The difference between screen time and screen quality is it's not about how long they're on the device, it's about what they're doing with that device. My name is Emma Cross and I'm an Associate Lecturer here at Curtin University. I also coordinate the Bachelor of Early Childhood Education, and I'm a researcher in the fields of digital technology in early childhood and leadership and policy in early childhood education. So we want to see children developing the capabilities to be digital citizens. We want to see them moving away from passive consumption of pre-designed content and instead being creative with the digital technologies that they're accessing. So to parents that would say that their children shouldn't have access to digital devices, I would tell them that it is really important that they do have that access, that they develop these foundation skills and capabilities and realise how they can be a digital citizen and be enabled to have that agency. I think it's important that children learn to use devices appropriately and when and how they're doing that so that they're safe in these online and digital environments in the long term. We see children using digital devices for all different types of purposes. It is important also to note it depends on how they're being allowed that access, so that will obviously impact how they're being used. But in a more open and enabling environment, we're seeing children using devices to be creative. We're seeing them developing movies, music videos. They're using tangible coding devices like the Blue bots and B bots. We're seeing Botsy, Cubeto. There's a whole range of different coding devices that they're using, but they are also using it to be curious and to find out information. Teachers can help parents to understand that digital citizenship isn't just about screen time and limits. We also need to look past that concept of screen time and the time as the constraint there. We need to be thinking more about the quality of access and use of those devices. So how are they being used as opposed to how long they're being used? Just like in adult life, some tasks will take us longer. A child building an iMovie where they're collecting photos, putting them together, editing the movie, overlaying sounds and sound effects. It's going to take longer for them to do that than it would to watch an episode of Bluey. So we need to be mindful about the quality of screen time as opposed to the screen time use, and that will uphold the child's digital citizenship. I think if we're thinking about screen time, we're thinking about time, right? And the constraints around the child and the way that they're using that device and for how long. But a child might need more time because they're using it in a quality manner. They're using it to express themselves, be creative, be curious, and explore key concepts. So in which case, the time may not necessarily be an important factor in that scenario. So we need to shift away from this concept of screen time and start instead thinking about screen quality, because that is what will support the children to develop those key digital capabilities that support their digital citizenship. So when we're looking at helping parents to understand what a quality app or game would be and what that looks like, we really want to be thinking about children's creativity. So, is a child able to demonstrate things like agency through that app? Are they able to make decisions for themselves, or are they pre-designed decisions by the game developer or the app developer? A lot of times these apps are really smart, these games are really fun, but the journey that they take you on is already pre-designed and it's quite constrained by the developer. As parents and as educators, it's important that we identify apps that facilitate our children to make their own decisions, and that allows them to be creative and express that creativity as well. It allows them to do things like be daring, take chances, make mistakes, take risks. And if you're not sure, speak to your teacher, because they are the expert. They are trained in early childhood education and they want what's best for your child too. Let's keep the conversation going. To learn more, visit the eSafety Commission website or the ARC Centre of Excellence for the Digital Child website. And you're also always welcome to join us at our public events within the Digital Child.